Okay, so now we're in the skill one. I still have the properties up here so that you can just kind of see them side by side with what we're doing. But these different skills should go pretty quickly. The first skill, just finding inverses. So again, this is kind of the tool we use to solve an equation normally. Like what's going to cancel this number out? Okay, so inverses, the things that we use to get to 0 or we use to get to 1, we're going to find them both. Okay, so if you have the number -9 and you want to get rid of it by adding, what number would you add to -9 to get it canceled out? What is the additive inverse there? Okay, and so hopefully it doesn't take much to say, okay, if I add +9 to it, -9 plus 9 should cancel out. Okay, so that is your additive inverse. Okay, the multiplicative inverse is what would you multiply by this to get it to cancel. So that one takes a little more thought, but if we come back over here to the properties quick, so the adding ones, you'll notice that all they are is just the opposite sign, 4 plus -4, -9 plus 9. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this real quick. To get the adding ones, just add the opposite sign. To get the multiplicative ones, what do I multiply by this? You'll notice all I did between these two numbers was flip it. Okay, to get the multiplicative one every single time, all it is what's known as the reciprocal. You just take the number, take the fraction, and flip it. Okay, so here, like -9 isn't a fraction, and we could make it one. Okay, and if I take and I flip that, that would be -1/9. So if I take -9 times -1/9, the 9's will cancel, the negatives will cancel, and all that's left is 1. Okay, so I can come up with a number that I can add to it to cancel it out, and a number I can multiply by it to cancel it out. Okay, and again, that's what we do every single time we solve an equation, so it's nothing new. It's just thinking about what is it that I'm actually doing when I do that. Okay, so example 2, what do I add to 4/5 to cancel it? Okay, so the adding one, just flip the sign. If I add -4/5, 4/5 plus -4/5, it's gone. Okay. What do I multiply it by? Here's where we do the reciprocal. Take and flip it. Okay, if I multiply these two numbers together, the 4's will cancel, the 5's will cancel, and all that's left is a 1. Okay, so first example is just a regular integer number. Second one was a fraction. Third one's a decimal. Okay, what do I add to it? Again, just add the opposite sign. -0.01 plus +0.01 should cancel. Okay, to multiply, again, do the reciprocal. This is kind of weird looking right now, but we can put it over 1. Do the reciprocal. So 1 over -0.01. So that's technically fine for the answer, but leaving a decimal in a fraction is disgusting. So please don't do that. Like if you have a decimal in a fraction ever, just punch it in your calculator and just run it and see what you get. And if I do that, 1 divided by -0.01, I get -100. Okay, so -0.01 times -100 should just give you a 1. So inverse is really easy to do. Opposite sign for the adding ones. Do the reciprocal for the multiplying ones.